Lauren Silver, who is a colleague from Camden who applied to the equity program, as everybody who was paid inequitably was encouraged to do, is going to share her response to the, I'm kind of out of adjectives, but despicable, insulting, undignified, inequitable, etc. letter that she received last week. So go ahead, Lauren, and thank you for being willing to speak with us.
Thank you so much, Becky, for inviting me to speak and to share. And thank you to Todd Wolfson, all of the other union members, my faculty colleagues. So as Becky just said, I'm associate professor of childhood studies at Rutgers-Camden. I have been part of my beloved community since 2009 when I started. And so imagine this is around 5 a.m. when I opened my letter, and this is for me, my emotion for me to respond. I do that through poetry, through art. So I'm thankful to share what I wrote with you all today. And I looked at your face, President Holloway, as you told us the world is on fire and we must make radical changes to our institution if we have any hope of surviving. My blood stirred with the alertness of vision, passion, connection to a collective fight for a new world, a new Rutgers, collective imagination and tearing down and building up and renewal, a new world, a new Rutgers. And my stomach bottomed out as I read the letter you signed off on. Incommensurate. I refuse to accept your regression equation. How did your equation figure in the hours, the grief we experienced when we lost one of our own students to gun violence? This child, this school, this Camden community is incommensurate to a research site or a publication. How did you measure this? Or the inspiration we carried from our students' vision to co-create a community space where young people could make music, art, media, and be together? How does your equation figure in the mentorship, the hours and hours and tears and love I've spent with our students, our Black and brown students who must figure out how to focus on their degrees when loved ones are dying and social media replays the murder of Black bodies by police officer or vigilante over and over and over again? How does your equation account for this energy, for this life? How does your equation account for the classes and programming I've skillfully designed to transform and heal and change lives? Did you measure this? Why don't you ask my students, my colleagues? Why don't you ask them what I'm worth, what we're worth? How do you measure these contributions? I'm not a shiny penny on a global stage. I work here, right here in Camden, with Camden, for Camden, taking my time to love, taking my time to build knowledge, a movement, the movement, politics, revolution. What does equity mean if it's only captured through an equation, through comparators, through rankings? How do you compare my devotion, my life, my calling as a loving educator? Number of articles, number of awards, elite, prestige. I refuse an equity meditation. We build beloved community, taking our time to pay attention, taking our time to lift each other up, taking our time to understand perspectives different from our own, taking our time to integrate journeys and to build new worlds, to erase the divides within ourselves, our communities, our institution, our Rutgers, our Rutgers. I love our Rutgers. I love our students. I love the artists, youth, educators, activists, and families in Camden who have come to love me. Doesn't that mean something? Shouldn't that figure into your regression equation? Incommensurate. Your equation ranks me incommensurate. You say you want a revolution. The world is burning. I am not a shiny penny. I don't stand out on a world stage. I work here. That's it.
I'm going to ask people to unmute and show their appreciation for Lauren for a second. Thank you so much, Lauren.